What is the hope for me is that the kids will have a good school to go through. They have a good leadership. That they could have heroes to follow. We don't have heroes yet in Guatemala. Yet. Because we are forming our future heroes in Guatemala. We are making history. And our hope is that the future generation will see those heroes and say, I want to be part of history.
And so what we're doing in Guatemala is we're coming to a place that has challenges, and yet a place that has tremendous opportunities for growth and for learning, where we can place these leadership values in the lives, especially of the next generation.
You know, when John Maxwell first approached me with this idea of going in and leading a team to transform a country, you know, I knew John was a big thinker. And I knew that John was a big ideas guy, and I knew that John was a visionary. And I thought maybe he had a little extra Wheaties that morning. Like, this was a big undertaking. But the more he spoke about it, the more he spoke about his vision, the more he spoke about the need, the more he felt that this was the time, that our team was fully equipped, that his coaches were equipped, that this was a great proving ground for us as a company and as a team to go in and really make an impact. I knew he was right.
I am in the room with the leaders that are going to bring transformational leadership to the country of Guatemala.
150 of our coaches from the John Maxwell team flew in at their own expense and have given this week to teaching leaders how to do roundtables and teaching them not only the method of a roundtable, but teaching them content that they can turn around and share with others. So the challenge is we have 150 coaches, we have 19,000 people who are being trained this week to do these roundtables and take our curriculum, and those 19,000 are committed to training 150,000 leaders. And we will be doing this in all 7 streams of influence.
So as I've looked at and worked with the John Maxwell team, I've known for years these guys are world changers. These guys are absolutely going to change their community, I thought. Then we matched them with Equip, and now they're changing the world. They are literally coming and moving into Guatemala, and they're leaving their contagious enthusiasm matched with John's desire to give and be generous. They're matching that, and they're literally changing this country. And this country change gives us a model to scale to change the world.
There's only one way to measure the success of transformational leadership, and that is stories.
Was this an awesome day?
I grew today. I matured today.
I have never been more proud to be associated with John Maxwell and to be associated with the John Maxwell team. But what I'm seeing and what I'm sensing here it's mind-blowing. And truly, in my spirit, I believe God is doing something that is so huge that we really won't realize it until years to come.
Also, it's very important to know that our coaches that are doing the training, trust me on this, they're going to be transformed. Because the moment that you begin to teach values to someone else's life, what happens is those values again are quickened and awakened within our lives, and there's awareness that we need to live out what we teach.
It really is, transformation starts with me. And so I could feel it on Monday where things are starting to transform for me. And when I could see the things that could happen for me from my daughters, it was just huge. So success began with me because transformation began with me.
John, I have no words to describe the experience that you gave me this past week. I experienced change, I experienced transformation.
It's hard for me to tell you what was the best thing about this week here in Guatemala, because for me, everything was very powerful. I'm going home, I'm going to Paraguay with a different attitude and with a different feeling in my heart.
I am a Maxwell coach, and I think what makes this organization so unique is that it not only helps you grow business, but it helps you grow as a person, and it gives you opportunities to grow and develop as a leader. It's a very hands-on activity, and just having those kind of opportunities to go and reach people, to really interact and better your human skills, because that's what makes a leader is relationships. So if you can have relationships with different languages, you have people coming from all over the world, not just the US, but Nigeria and Norway and Australia, and people just coming in one heart to become one hand for God. That is amazing.
Today, after we left, I received a call from the secretary of the president. And he told me, Manuel, the president asked me to call you to say that transformation has arrived to Guatemala.
Let me tell you something. You'll go home and you'll try to tell the stories, but you do understand you got to be in the room. And guess who's in the room? We're in the room. You got to be in the room. And once you're in the room, your heart will always hunger to be around people that are transformational people. And your heart will always hunger that when you communicate life into people's life. Not only lessons into people's life, but life into people's life. You will never be the same.